2, 3. 1, 2.
What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival. Happy New Year. Welcome to Late Night Live, first new live of or Late Night Live of 2024. So let's start off with some random news around the globe. Taylor Swift's boyfriend faces backlash from fans after reports emerge about him receiving $20 million deal from Pfizer. So imagine a cure so effective that you have to bribe. Pardon me, pay an athlete $20 million to endorse it. You know, I used to watch football. I quit whenever guys started getting on their knees. But I used to love football, but I don't even care about this guy. I definitely don't care about Taylor Swift. So, but anyway, but I know that they're all over the headlines because they're a couple now. But you know how Taylor Swift, in my opinion, is a globalist control puppet as well. But anyway, let's move on. This is something Alex Jones brought up a while back. The mask mandates return across U.S. hospitals. Hospitals and places across the country have re-implemented mask mandates because of what officials say is an uptick in the COOF and other respiratory infections. Let me tell you right now, 2024 is going to be a wild ride. I promise you. This year is going to be the wildest year that you've ever lived in. We're gonna see things happen because the globalist elite are not wanting to lose control, and that's kind of what this video is about today. But let's look real quick to the health experts. Peanut M&Ms are healthier than beef and pork. Bill Gates funded study claims. Yeah, trust the health experts, right? And you see all these guys; they look like they're completely out of shape, but these are ones trying to tell you what to peanut M&Ms. Come on. Anyway, over processed foods, that's what they're doing. So let's talk about Sam Bankman. We've talked about him quite a bit in the past. It is actually breaking news that he campaign finance charges have been dropped in addition to 6 other charges. This is unusual, right? This is very unusual for this to happen. He gave millions to politicians. And you may say, who? Nearly all of them. I'm going to show a list here, right? And many of those did not give the funds back, okay? You can take a screenshot of this and zoom in and scroll through all of these, but he nearly gave it to everyone, you know. But just take a screenshot of that and browse it whenever you get a chance. But of course, he paid everyone off. This is how he's keeping from being charged, right? This is the way it works, you know. He took people's money in crypto, paid off everyone. So then essentially he's going to be scot-free because this is the way the evil cabal works. He also money laundered money through Ukraine. We knew that. So this guy, just like a lot of them, are absolute puppets. So, you know, they're saying that the Justice Department is covering for deep state by not charging Sam Bankman. The Justice Department has been accused by multiple sources of covering for the deep state by not holding a second trial against former FTX CEO Sam Bangman for his alleged unlawful political donations and bribery of foreign officials, which the New York Post revealed on Saturday. Federal prosecutors said on Friday that they will not hold a second trial against Bangman because of public interest in resolution of Bankman-Fried case. Come on, guys. Come on. The public cares that much about Sam Bankman, about getting closure of this? No, it's a lie. The prosecutors also said that much of the evidence that would be offered in a second trial was already offered in the first trial and can be considered by the court at a defendant's March 2024 sentencing. The officials added, given that practical reality and the strong public interest in a prompt resolution of this matter, the government intends to proceed to sentencing on the courts for which the defendant was convicted at trial. So they're is guy named Tim Burchett. He's going to come up twice. I'm going to show him. He said on Friday that the trial will not allow American people to know more about which politicians tried that tried to influence. So we won't know which politicians he bribed or who campaigns he influenced. That's a collective sigh of relief you're hearing from the deep state, he wrote. And we know this. I mean, we know there's this deep network of this evil cabal that are running things. And I think that's what's the more scary thing in all this is that I think it's much darker than any of us realize. And this senator here, he also spoke up about Jeffrey Epstein. So a congressman seeking records related to Jeffrey Epstein has suggested that his flight logs remain undisclosed due to potential incriminating evidence against multiple U.S. lawmakers. So again, Congressman Tim Burchett from Tennessee expressed concerns about the reluctance in Congress to release the records of Epstein's Lolita Express, a jet used to transport young women to various locations for Epstein's sex trafficking operations. Congressman Burchett also said, "Too many of my colleagues, I'm afraid, are compromised in this area for whatever reason." We know the reason, guys. He said somebody is whispering in their ear saying, "Hey, if you don't want something to come out on something else, you better keep your mouth shut on this." And that's exactly what they've done. The claims from Burchett come as numerous influential figures, including presidents, politicians, royalty, and celebrities, were among those associated with Jeffrey Epstein. The debate over releasing these flight logs has gained momentum following a New York court's decision to unveil the names of 177 individuals linked to Epstein next year. This list is expected to encompass a wide range of Epstein's connections, including Epstein's friends, recruiters, victims, and other connected to the sex trafficking operation. So Judge Loretta Preska, who ordered the release of the names, noted that many of their names have already been mentioned in the media. And media, when they say media, they're really talking about freaking social media, because real media is not talking about it. According to the court documents, 7 of those who are set to be revealed are deceased. And in addition, some victims who were minors will have their names redacted. This list is anticipated to drop next week. So I wonder if they're going to take the deceased names off, because I want to know those names too. I think it's important that we really know who these are. Now, personally, I think hell will freeze over before these names get released. I do. We will see. I could be wrong, but I just don't think they are. Bill Clinton's name is expected to appear on the list, right? We know they were good friends. And matter of fact, here's a leaked photo of Shantae Davies, a Jeffrey Epstein victim, giving a back massage to Bill Clinton in 2002. Clinton flew on Epstein's plane at least 26 times in 2002 to 2003. What do you think he was doing down there? 26 times, man, 26 times in a year going somewhere? How often, think about your life. How often are you traveling somewhere for vacation? Because it's vacation, it's not business, right? So some of you may travel like that for business, but how many of you have traveled like that for vacation last year? Probably none of us. 26 times? Well, the other question is, do you think the FBI ever questioned Bill Clinton about his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein or his 26 visits there? You think they ever questioned him? Or the other ones that we do know? But I mean, Bill Clinton is one of the largest ones. He's one of the biggest ones on there, But kind of talking about this, my fear with this is that things are way worse than we ever thought. And I mean, think of the worst possible thing that everyone, every single elite, every single politician, right and left, every single one of them, right, in politics are corrupt, and they're being honey trapped. Honey trap is a CIA way of basically getting someone in a compromising position and then holding over a head. Like, let's say there's a woman, they use her. The politician has intercourse with her. They get photos of it, and they say, "Hey, we're going to blackmail you for this, or blackmail in many other ways as well. That's what my fear is that everyone is compromised. Like Tim Burchett said, so a lot of people are compromised. They have skeletons in the closet, and these higher level group that are controlling everyone, even darker group than you can fathom, right? That's what I truly think. If you look at the way the world has went in the past 3 years, I would say they're less secretive, doing things right out in the open. The Epstein list is the biggest one, I think, that we can use as evidence of that, right? Sam Bankman's another one. That's why I bring these two up. These are two instances where you see this. We've seen cover-ups on various mass shooters. I still question this day about the Vegas shooter. Like, no manifesto, no nothing. His family seems completely, they can't believe this guy did this. How did he get this many rifles up on this high-rise hotel? There are so many things that I think it's going to be way darker than anything we've ever realized. I do. I'm saying even the most deep-seated conspiracy theorists out there, I think things are even darker than what that person can imagine, in my opinion. I heard Tucker, which Tucker being with Kevin Spacey got me questioning things, but I did hear him talking about the aliens the other day. And I can't remember who. I think it was on Theo Vaughn's podcast maybe when he said this. I'm not sure. No, I think it was on someone else's. But anyway, he was asking about the aliens things. And he said he knew people. He knew people in it. And he said, and this is something that I had a theory on for a long time ago. You can go back and watch the videos. Had a theory on this many years ago when people asked me about aliens. And I said, I don't think they're from outer space. I think they're from here, right? And one thing that he talked about is that in this video is that these aliens are from here. And this is people that he has contacts in, very high-level military contacts. And what he said was that the government has been involved with these things for a long time. But he said these things are demonic, and that's something I had a theory on many years ago, if you recall, if you've been watching me that long. So I think things are much darker than we ever imagined. If you even look at just them erecting Satan statues, Baphomet statues in Senate buildings and state buildings and things like that, things are taking a dark turn. And I think this is going to be the year that it's going to take the darkest turn. With that, you better get your preparations together. Stay frosty, strapped, and dangerous, and all those sort of things. Make sure that you're well equipped, well prepared, physically, mentally, gear wise, and because this is going to be a wild ride, I believe. And I don't think any of us probably can predict what we're going to see going forward. So anyway, I hope you had a good new year. Make sure, guys, I'm gonna put a link for my flashlight, the Ratel. This is a weapon light. The cord is longer than that. It's just for this picture to fit in there, but it comes with a pressure switch. You have 2 modes on there. It's rechargeable, and I wanted to make a very, very affordable light, weapon light that you can get, because I think a weapon light is the most important thing to have once you get a rifle, because you need to be able to identify friend or foe, right? You need to be able to see if it's a bad guy or a good guy. And if you don't know, is that here guys all the time, I don't put a weapon light on there. Those are people that have no training that are saying that they don't know. But if you, because they're like, oh, they just still should shoot at the light. Well, that's not how you utilize the light. And if you want to know how to utilize the light, go to blackscoutfilms.com and watch the Watchmen film, and you will learn how to deploy a weapon light in a home defense situation. I teach you how to do that. I teach you how to do a ton of different things for home security, home defense, and it's very valuable, especially coming in 2024. I think this is the year to do it. I'll put the link to my flashlight below. Make sure you pick it up, help support us, and a flashlight that I personally designed and what I use, because I want to create an affordable light that even the common man can equip himself and defend himself and his family. Anyhow, guys, I hope you had a happy New Year, or happy New Year's Eve, and happy New Year's Day. And we'll see how things go this year. Anyhow, guys, make sure to stay frosty, stay strapped, and always stay dangerous. Take care.